Hi guys, this is Dean Swain from the Retro Asylum podcast. Congratulations to the One Up Gaming gang. 400 episodes, great number to reach. It's a lot of editing, trust me, I know. I've been podcasting for years, so well done, great number to reach. And here's to the next 400 episodes. Well done, guys.
Yeah, this how we do it, y'all. L-G-E, man.
Straight out of Diamond Style Production.
What up to you, One Up Gaming? They not really ready for this one. One Up Gaming is behind me. Let me get in beast mode. If you wanna try me, you don't need a cheat code. Conte is who I be. To you it's Mr. Hero, legendary adversary. Flows considered lethal. I'm a Super Saiyan, I got Dragon Balls, I wouldn't lie. You might think I'm playing when I'm saying I can really fly. When I'm on the track, you feel the energy I'm pushing out. Put me on the map. One Up Gaming's who I'm talking about. I'm the rapping Master Chief, epic to say the least. Contain the hero, better etch that in your memory. And so the One Up Gaming for the show out. Contain the hero is really gonna show out. Show out. Contain. And so the One Up. And so the One Up.
Dope bitch you ever heard.
Hi, David here, One Up Gaming. How are you doing? This is going to be the One Up Gaming podcast, episode 418. Been having some thinkings, and I might end the series at 420. Just no reason, just numbers. I think it'd be funny. I've been doing this on and off, I'd say, for about 12 years now. And yes, we get sent things to review, and we get sent free things and a bit of gadgets and gizmos and things like that. Just life's getting in the way, and I just don't have the time. Don't get me wrong, if the YouTube would be paying some money every month, then it'd be easier to sort of like think about and keep going. But as it is, the YouTube sort of like, some videos gets 30, 40, 50 views, some videos get 0. I mean, let's have a look. The last few videos that I've had up, it's like 43, 7, 9, 6,390, 4, and the one that came up today, 0. So it's not great. And the shorts, they started off doing really, really well, and now they've just crashed. So it's like 3, 3, 3, 0, 0, 0, 10, 2, 19, 1. So I'm just at the point now where I am just thinking, do you know what? I've got other things to get sorted in life before all this stuff. But yeah, send us comments, send us feedback. Anything that you send that's nice is always great to read and see. So as always, we're sponsored by Games Inspired Music. It's an album available now, and 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. So please stream it, buy it. Just search Games Inspired Music for a nice audio treat. I don't know. You can also get our first 100 podcasts available from audiobooksontape.com. So just go on there, search One Up Gaming. I'm sure it'll be on there. and £1 of each sale will go to the Diabetes UK charity. So that is that. I am actually just going to go to audiobooksontape.com and search 1UP Gaming. See if it's still there or not. Yes, it is. It is still there. So it says 1UP Gaming episodes 1 to 100 plus Sanspan's interview bonus. So it's got 100 episodes of the 1UP Gaming podcast, 27 episodes of 1UP Gaming Talks, which is basically like our interviews podcast we did, and an exclusive interview about podcasting with Zamet, Jackson and Dusha from Sanspan's Radio. So yeah, you can go on there and you can buy that from there, which would be nice. And yeah, it'd be great if people buy stuff so we can donate some stuff. We also have our website available now, which is ougtech.square.site, and with that you can buy t-shirts, mugs and hoodies, hats, all that good stuff. Some with our logos on, some with just some random designs that I've done. My favourite is probably the Sega Rally t-shirt that we've got. But yeah, there's other bits and bobs on there. So we'll have a quick break and we'll be back with the games played this week. So back in a couple of seconds.
Hi, my name's John here. I'm the designer of games like Sensible Soccer, Cannon Fodder, Whizball, Parallax and Sociable Soccer. And I listen to the 1UP Gaming podcast.
Hello, Andy. This is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating like a pig.
Hello, everybody. Still David, still 1UP Gaming, still episode 418 of the 1UP Gaming podcast. Got 7 games to talk about this week. We've got a couple of good ones, some really good ones on this one. Some that surprised me, some that didn't surprise me. But yeah, I'd say overall 6. I'd say 5 are good to great, and there's a couple that are just fun little novelties that we'll get into. So as always, sponsored by Games Inspired Music. Buy it, stream it. It's an album. It's available for like 5 years, I think. And with every sale that we make, we will donate 20% of it to the Child's Play charity. We also have our first 100 podcasts available from audiobooksontape.com. Go on to audiobooksontape.com and search 1UP Gaming and you'll find it. And with every sale there, we will donate £1 to the Diabetes UK charity. We have our website available, which is ougtech.square.site, and on there you can get t-shirts, mugs, hats, loads of nice things. Have a look on there. We'll get them shipped out as soon as we can. But on with the show, 418. So we've got 7 games to talk about. So first of all, we have The Karate Kid Street Rumble. Now this one is actually really good. I really enjoyed this game. After playing a couple of the Cobra Kai games, I think it was, the more 3D inspired scrolling beat 'em up sort of style, I hated them games. I hated them with a passion. They were not very good. They weren't playable very well. They just didn't play well. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, this one, it's gone for a 2D pixel style, like the one that came out, was it last year, the Ninja Turtles, sort of like nice one. There's been a couple recently that have been really well received. Scott Pilgrim a couple of years ago, that's probably even more than a couple of years, about 10 years ago now. That was really fun, really nice. So this is going over the story of the original Karate Kid sort of movies, and it was fun. I really enjoyed it. Good little thing. We have a review up on our website, and we have gameplay footage on our YouTube channel, so just go to either 1upgaming.co.uk to have a read, or go to our YouTube channel, and and have a look and see how you think. But it plays really well. It looks nice. It's got some special moves. It's got some like your sort of like your crane kick, was it? I can't even remember what the hell it was called now. But yeah, it's got little mini games. It's got other bits and bobs. Fun game. I think it's not too expensive, but have a look, see what you think. The Karate Kid Street Rumble, good little game. So next up we have Mars 2120, and this one I'm gonna get completely wrong, but it's basically a sort of like in a 3D world, but like a 2D perspective playing side on, like a Metroid sort of game. You know, so a lot of backtracking, a lot of new skills to find, new bits and bobs. But it's like set on Mars. There's been an incident. There's like monsters. We go deeper into the bunker where the scientists try to escape. And it plays good, not great, but good. Graphically, it's not the best, but it's adequate. And I was just sat playing around, and it's a fun little game. I wouldn't maybe recommend it, but it just plays well. It looks nice. I had trouble with the analog triggers because it's one of those games that you move with the left stick and the right stick. It's like you're aiming sort of like sphere, so you can like shoot all around you. But it just seemed to be very tricky to get the right angle. It's as if it sort of snaps into position instead of like doing a full 360 degree sort of thing. But it's a fun little game, and that's all you can ask. That's all you can ask. So next up we have Riders Republic. So Ubisoft doing their batshit crazy, see what works. And this is a racing game, and I love the idea of it, where it's like you are on a BMX, you're on a mountain bike, you're on a skateboard, you're on a wingsuit, you're on a glider, you're on loads of things, snowboardy things, and it's just like every man down the mountain and see how it goes. I think it's like 100 players all at the same time on a certain mode, and it's just, again, batshit crazy. Loved it. I thought it looked really good. I thought it played well. I thought the handling was quite good for the couple of events that I tried quickly on. And as I said, there'll be a video up on our YouTube channel, so have a look there, see what you think. But I found it really quite fun, and I'm one of these people that I'd rather have a shonky, a bit weird game that's fun to play, rather than these like, I mean, let's just say like The Last of Us. It looked amazing, the story was amazing, I just didn't like how it played. So I kind of got bored, like ducking behind walls and chucking bottles or bricks, whatever it was. And yeah, I'd much rather have a game that's a little bit weird, a little bit out there, but plays really well. And that's what this game does, it plays really well. It's on the Game Pass I think now, so if you haven't played it before, have a look at it. I really recommend it, it's really good, really fun. Next up, back to the Switch, Captain Tsubasa, Rise of New Champions. I think that's what it was called. It's a football / soccer game. The camera angle is a bit too low, but it played fine. It wasn't the best football game ever, but it played okay. It's kind of like a story-driven narrative where it's got loads and loads of text and you reading through and giving replies and answers, and then you eventually get to a football match. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun game. If it wasn't on the Switch, if it was on the PC or whatever, or on the Xbox, I'd have probably sat there a lot longer and played it, because I can't be asked with the Switch, to be honest. But Captain Tsubasa, Rise of New Champions, good game, really fun, really enjoyed it. So that's another one I'd recommend. Next up, we have Little Nightmares 2, and this one is kind of like a Limbo-esque side-scrolling in full 3D, 2D sort of like puzzle platform game, but it's got like proper fixed 2D sections, and then it once you get past that little bit, it might go into like a bit more of a 3D world where you can go into the background and stuff. And I found it looked amazing. I just didn't think it played as well as it looked, unfortunately. But it's a really good little game. If you like the horror style sort of stuff, yeah, I liked it. I like the doll aesthetic, so it's a bit scary, a bit creepy, but fun game. Little Nightmares 2. Have a look at it, see what you think. So next up we have #Drive Rally, and this one I was kind of expecting like an Art of Rally sort of style, like a top-down view, simplistic sort of game. But this one, oh no, they've gone all out. It plays very much like the old 90s arcade races. Behind the car view, the background and the cars and stuff, they are very minimal. But they look nice, solid, chunky. I really like that. And the handling and the physics is really nice, really fun game. So I'd easily recommend #Drive Rally. Do you have to actually say hashtag all the time? It's just weird name. But yeah, I'd recommend it. It's a fun game, really fun. And then the last game that we played this week is Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars Reforged. Now this is like a remake of the game, and it looks stunning. It looks absolutely stunning. I don't know how much of it they've changed or how much of it they've handheld to get you into the game. Because I remember when this first came out, I'm sure it was just called Broken Sword. I'm sure they didn't have a subtitle until like the sequel came out, and then I think they did a re-release where they added the subtitle. Might be wrong. If I'm wrong, please email us, leave comments, tell me I'm an idiot and I should fact check before I go on live. But where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in that? I love coming on here and just rambling on, and hopefully you guys that have stuck around, because it's a couple of hundred every time, every week. You know, there must be someone that listens to it for some reason. You must be like a bit crazy, a bit like tapped. But yeah, so Broken Sword really looks nice. Is it Revolution who make it? I loved the new intro for their like logo, where it had the old one and then it like phased into the brand new one. It looked just so slick. It really did. Really looked nice. But yeah, it's a side point and click adventure game. Looked amazing. It was made famous because it came out on the PS1, and it was like one of the best point and clickers on the PS1. Really good game, and yeah, I'd easily recommend this as well. So there's been, as I say, there's been about 5 games I would really recommend. For Game of the Week, oh my god, I'm going for a retro vibe. I'm going to say the Broken Sword, Shadow of Templars Reforged. Amazing game, looks amazing, played really well. Love the story, love the voice acting. It's just a good little game, and I really, really enjoyed it. So that is the games that we've played this week. I wanted to just mention this. I bought this, the Powkiddy X28. So as you can see, it's a nice big screen. Wait, can I press that? Yeah. So it's like a nice big screen. It's very reflective, so I do apologise. But as you can see, it's got GameCube, Nintendo 64, DS, PS2, PSP, PlayStation, Sega Saturn. It's got like all the normal stuff. It's a 5.5-inch screen. It's got like, I think they're like Nintendo Switch style sort of like little sticks. It's like stacked shoulder buttons, so like 2 shoulder buttons there. They're not analog, but they're nice. They're not too clicky. But yeah, it's an Android device, and I've found that with the Android device, it was a lot harder to set up than my old Linux, like Anbernic sort of device that I had. This one, it's much more tinker, but if you enjoy that sort of thing, then you can get some really good performance out of it. I do like the fact of, I mean, let's just go to, you probably won't be able to see, but like all the ROMs, they've all got like, it automatically scrapes all the covers and stuff, and I really enjoyed it. The back, it's not just flat, it's got like kind of little tiny things for your fingers to sit in and to do. The biggest problem I've got with it is the analog sticks are really flat and quite hard to use, and the buttons are really small. It's like a Nintendo Switch style. I think, if I remember correctly, I think it's the same size as the Nintendo Switch Lite. So yeah, that's the problem with it. It's gorgeous screen, but it might be just a little bit too sort of compact with the buttons. I'd rather have had the sticks a little bit bigger and the buttons a little bit chunkier to use. But other than that, it's a great device. Check it out at powkiddy.com, I'd have a guess. I'll just Google Powkiddy and have a look. I bought it, free shipping, no import tax, and it was, I think I got a £10 discount as well with being a first time buyer. So have a look on there. They have other things. This was just over £100. They have other ones which are a bit less powerful that play up to like PS1 sort of thing, whereas this one can play some PS2 and some GameCube. But unlike some of the other reviewers that I've seen of this device where they're going on about how amazing it is, it doesn't play that many PS2 or that many GameCube games, to be honest. And even the ones it does play, it has slowdown and stuttering. So buyer beware. I was expecting a lot more performance, to be honest. But I've also read that the other devices play like up to PS1 and N64 they play, but there's a bit of patchiness in some of the more demanding games, whereas this, I've read, it plays all N64 or most PSP perfect, and you can even like do 4 times resolution, and it also does like Dreamcast perfectly as well. So that's something to look into. But yeah, that'll do for episode 418 of the games played this week. So let us know what you think the game of the week should have been. You let us know what you think all these games are, if they're any good or not. It's been me, David, One Up Gaming, and we'll be back in a couple of seconds with the 10 minutes of nothing. So thank you. Goodbye.
Hi, I'm Lucy James, and I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast.
Hi, I'm Keith Allen, and I play Murphy on Z Nation, and I listen to One Up Gaming Podcast.
Up next on the One Up Gaming Podcast is 10 minutes of nothing. Will it be the team talking about nothing or a guest interview? Stick around and find out now. It's 10 minutes of nothing. Yeah, 10 minutes of nothing.
Hi, David here, One Up Gaming. Gonna have a unboxing, a package delivered, a quick playthrough and a quick review of the Powkiddy X28. Now I'm gonna edit this little tiny section because Jesus man, the people from, I think, China, I do apologise if it's not, but the people from over there, the brown tape guy, wow, you must be working on commission, mate. You must be working on commission. You've added that much there. But anyway, after about 3 days managed to get into the Powkiddy X28. More brown tape, bit of bubble wrap, more cuts to the video. So finally in. Yeah, so if anyone wants to follow us on YouTube, just like, share this video, and hopefully join us for more. So that's the Powkiddy logo. And the box is very plain, very minimal, and it's got nothing at all on it apart from the Powkiddy logo at the top and all Chinese writing at the back with a speckled silver design on the actual box itself. So a bit of soft foam. The device I'll get back to. So what do we get in the box? A USB-A to USB-C cable. Now this is quite a thick, meaty cable, so hopefully it'll work well. More padded stuff, foam. A little tiny, something I have no idea about. And then a pamphlet of words. Always open it to the Chinese side, so flick it over. And that is some bits and bobs for the X28. Pause it and zoom in if you want. I'm not going to read it. So here's the device itself. First thing I noticed is how reflective that screen is. But it's a gorgeous screen. A 5.5 inch screen. Oh, hiccups. So the D-pad feels nice. The analog sticks are a little bit small and don't have the movement I like. The face buttons on the other side, they're a little bit small. And I do like the home buttons and stuff. And then on the here we have the power button, the SD card slot, the charging, the HDMI, the cable that you use to plug things into, transfer files, headphones, and the power button up and down. The back has got some really nice grips. The analog sticks, so nothing at the bottom, nothing on the sides, so that's nice. It does feel quite nice in the hands. So we're there. Didn't really make a noise that you'd like to have, but I'll turn it on. Why do some of these devices vibrate like hell when you turn them on? So that's the Powkiddy X28. So it's got quite an angular sort of like design and shape, but it feels okay in the hand. I was never a massive fan of the Nintendo Switch, and unfortunately this seems to have a lot of its design ideas from the Nintendo Switch. So that, my friends, is it unboxed and undone. So first of all, the main thing you got to do, in my opinion, and thank you to the Retro Game Core, their YouTube channel. This is the Powkiddy launcher, which is not very nice, to be honest. So go to options or settings, go down to apps and notifications, go down to more or advanced, and then go to startup, I think it is, and then you can change it there. And then it is basically just a Windows, no, it's not a Windows, is it? It's an Android 11 sort of device, which is a lot nicer and easier to navigate, in my opinion. Problems I've heard about the device is the analog sticks. they're not like true analog. They kind of stick in the sort of like the diagonals and the, you know, it's not like a smooth motion. It kind of just, as you can see there, it just sticks. But anyway, someone said that the device itself doesn't really play well on some of the streaming services because for some reason that hurt my ears, but for some reason the trigger buttons don't work on streaming services. But I had a quick go a couple of days ago on Doom 1 and 2, and Doom 1 and 2 worked absolutely perfect. You know, the triggers worked. I will apologise for some of the blurriness. My phone has, for some reason, it's got like an automatic zoom sort of thing and focus, but for some reason a lot of the time it tries to focus on my hands and not the actual device. But anyway, Halo Infinite, great game. Yeah, great game. But we'll move on to another game now, and this is a PS2 game, Pro Evolution Soccer 4, I believe this one was. So PES, I used to love PES. And one of the other problems with it, the analog sticks seem a little bit too low down when you're trying to press buttons and stuff. Just feels a bit off center. One of my favourite games growing up, but everyone hates it now. Automobili Lamborghini by Titus. Again, apologies for the blurriness, but you can see it plays N64 games smooth, probably like smoother than the N64 did. But yeah, I used to love this game so much. So next up we have Dreamcast, and this is Res, and again another game that plays absolutely brilliantly. This looked gorgeous as well, and I love the music on this. But yeah, I mean, what else can you really say about it? We'll just sort of play through a couple of games that we sort of like did. I'll wait until the music kind of kicks in a little bit on this. So in essence, it's made out of a cheap-ish sort of plastic. It feels kind of like a dashboard on a cheap car. I do like the way that the plastic, it doesn't really get fingerprint marks, but the screen bloody does. The screen really does. And yeah, it just feels weird. Like the analog sticks, I think they're too low down. I can't even remember where the Switch one was. But anyway, one of the main reasons why I wanted to buy this was to test like GameCube and PS2 sort of games. And as you can hear, this like Zelda the Wind Waker, it is playable, just. I mean, I've never played this game before. I'm not a big Zelda fan. But I will say, the vast majority of the PS2 and the GameCube games that I've tried are completely unplayable. So if you are interested in this device for a PS2 or a GameCube player, then I would advise against that. Not that the device isn't good. It is just that for some reason it's just not powerful enough for these sort of games. I also have to mention the fact that because it's an Android based sort of like device, I just didn't really enjoy this setup process. I've managed to get all the games up and running and working apart from Sega Saturn. and for some reason it just won't load the Sega Saturn sort of games. But back down to some like Mega Drive stuff now, so Mega Drive, Genesis, and this is Cannon Fodder by Sensible Software. Loved this game growing up as a kid. Just really small, tiny dudes, top down view. Sort of move your men to the pointer and then shoot and kill. I love it. Absolutely loved it. And I love the fact that if people die during the mission, they get a little ceremony of like the lost in service, or if you survive, then you get promoted to like sergeants and corporals and other bits and bobs of the army that I don't know. So moving on to the Super Nintendo, one of my all-time favourite games, Rock and Roll Racing. For me, this looked amazing and it sounded so good. I loved that music. But you have to be the yellow card, don't you? I wonder if it is yellow. I've always thought it was yellow. Leave comments. If it's not yellow, let me know. But yeah, so if you'd like anything free, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us, like us, all that good stuff, and leave a comment on any of our videos. We often get sent like PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Switch sort of games to review, and we often get sent codes extra to give away as freebies. So all you need to do is leave comments, just say like Xbox or PC, and we'll put you into a hat and see if we can give out some codes. Now this Burning Road, again, me as a kid, I loved this so much. It's going back to the graphical style of like the Sega mid-90s sort of arcade stuff. And to end things, I will say that you can also use it as a multimedia sort of tablet and watch like live TV and stuff. And with it being like a full sort of 5.5-inch sort of screen, you can actually just have this next to you in bed, you know, if you want to just watch that kind of thing, which is pretty cool. I do enjoy that. I do like that. But other than that, I guess that is it. So this is the Powkiddy X28. It's about £100. So yeah.
Hello, this is Peter Poppleton from the internet. I would just like to congratulate you really on reaching this, the 400th episode of the podcast. What the fucking hell is a podcast? If anybody tries to cast my pods like in plaster of Paris or something like that, I will smack them right in the tit. It's what? It's like a radio. Right, I get it now. I see. It's like a radio show. 400 episodes on chuffing gaming. Chuffing hell. Look, I don't know how you've got there. Quite what you can say about chuffing Space Invaders, Pac-Man and Horace Goes Skiing, I will never know. But either way, it sounds like quite an achievement. So well done. And here's to the next 4. Let's not get, ahead of ourselves. I'm not going to say the next 400 because let's face it, gaming is, well, I don't know what I'm talking about, do I? I'm very old. Happy 400th episode.
Hey y'all, this is Bob. I used to be one of the first members of the One Up Gaming team. I used to write reviews, edit them, and share stories on general gaming news between 2013 and 2015. And that's why I was super excited when David asked me to be part of the 400th episode of the podcast. Look at how far we've come. I can't wait for what's next for One Up Gaming. And hey, I'll always be a part of the team. Take care, y'all.
So it's still me, David, still One Up Gaming. Thank you all for watching this week. 418. We're getting there, we're getting higher and higher, these numbers. 10 minutes of nothing. Hopefully you weren't too disappointed but I just put up our most viewed video on our YouTube channel ever. So I thank you all for watching that. It's our new video of the Powkiddy like unboxing sort of thing. So there must be some people out there that are interested in these little retro handhelds. I tell you, if you want, leave comments on any of our videos of what you would like to see, what games you would like to see running on the device. Because I would love to sort of see, you know, what runs. So if you've got any weird and wonderful sort of videos that you'd like to see of games, let us know, and we will get into that, and we'll have a look and see what we can do. So we might get some more little gameplay footage up on there. I'd probably say GameCube and PS2 are more what people want to see. They want to see if they can buy like £100 device and what they can emulate on there. I'm not gonna lie, the only ones I really wanted to play was LMA Manager 2007, and that seems to run perfect. And I really loved Alex Ferguson's Player Manager 2002, but it's got the issue where all the text and some of the background blurs out, like chunks out and stuff. It's just weird. I managed to get it to work on my Anbernic Arc, but for some reason on this one it just doesn't run very. If it wasn't for that, I think it would run perfect. But yeah, what are you gonna do? So thank you all for watching. Our website is oneupgaming.co.uk. Go on there, check our reviews, our features, our news. Yeah, we've got the new Karate Kid Street Rumble review up on there, so have a read of that. Let us know what you think. You can also go to our other website where you can buy our products at ougtech.square.site. Buy hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, hats, all that good stuff. Please like, share, subscribe, bell that icon. We need as many views as we can to convince me to continue doing this. We managed to get up to like 2,000 and some subscribers, and it's kind of stagnated over the last sort of 6 months or so. Let's have a look. Let's go to analytics. Yeah, subscribers 2,278. So we haven't really had that many new subscribers for a while. But it says in the last 28 days we've had 10 new subscribers. So if that's you guys, if that's one of you guys, then thank you so much. It means so much to us. And yeah, I don't know. I guess thank you so much for watching. This will be up, and yeah, 418 of the One Up Gaming podcast with me, David, One Up Gaming. Thank you. Goodbye.
Just left the mall, they had no games at all. He stopped by to play Daytona, USA. The arcade closed its doors back in 2004. In just a few years, the coin ops disappeared. He was gonna own an arcade, he was gonna rent a space, he was gonna get some neon to illuminate the place. But now it seems to be Xbox and PS3. He liked the simpler time of joysticks, tokens, offline with his Pac-Man Defender, the smiley face adventure with Sub-Zero and Chun-Li, and playing golf with Golden Team with Cresta, Reactor, and serving beer in Tapper. He wishes he could find an arcade
discs of Tron down at the pizza place. He bought a couple more from the old convenience store, took them off their hands, and then he hatched a plan. All these modern games, while they're still fun, future generations should know where they came from. A place where they can see Smash TV, a place where they can play Zaxxon, Frontline, plus there's Burger Time and Pac-Man and Crossbow and Sega's Congo Bongo. There was Goro and Cammy and Blasting Bugs and Centipede, from Cubert to Mappy.
Wizard,
It gives him peace of mind. The arcade gaming shrine.